Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia. This is the National Football League.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Hurts. And this is caught by Watkins.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
But first down, Hurts finding some room at midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Hurts throw complete to Rager. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 30.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Dexter Lawrence in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Here's Hurts to throw. And one more time, that's Watkins. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal. Hurts sets up to throw it. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. So that one a long 11-play drive. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Pharaoh Cooper now going to bring it out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Now Saquon Barkley, a man who played collegiately here in the Keystone State. Yeah, boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. 2nd down. From the 30 on 2nd down, Jones. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he goes out right around the 39. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open right side, complete to Rager. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Aaron Siposs on to punt as he'll get this one away now. Back deep, the dangerous Pharaoh Cooper. This is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. His throw incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Jones throw here taken in by Ingram. Oh, he breaks a tackle and he's got an alley. 30, 10, 5, touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Gano the extra point, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. The quick strike ability certainly intact there. 2 plays, 80 yards to score it. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start with a handoff to Sanders and up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react. Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Hurts a handoff to Sanders.
Guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Hurts gets this to Sanders. And he's going to get this inside the 30. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
7 yards, the pickup there. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going.
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Miles Sanders, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And Cooper is going to remain in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Fletcher Cox forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Throwing, Jones. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Hurts. Again, that's Watkins. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Throwing is Hurts. It fights him off. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because you know after the sack there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
And no return from Cooper. Out it'll go to the 25. And no reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on 1st down. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, right, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This game's had a little bit of everything thus far, and certainly plenty to look forward to, as the teams are right back out there for the second half. So we'll get right back out there as well, as we'll turn it back over to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. On the return is Cooper from his end zone, and ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Giants about set to go to begin this third quarter. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw here pulled in by Galladay. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Now Jones finds his tight end Ingram. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On second down now, Barkley. And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 13-yard line. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Looking to throw. Jones. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Slants are so tough to cover because everything happens so fast. But sometimes it happens too fast for the guy catching the ball because all of his movements have to be quick off the line of scrimmage, and then all of a sudden the ball's right on top of you. And maybe he got a little bit ahead of himself there.
A lot of times coming in with good pace, and he dropped it. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll make this a second down. Final minute now of the third quarter. It's a second down run with Sanders. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. That'll be caught. It's Rager, and he's taken down inside the 30.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Three quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete and out of bounds right around the 20. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front. And it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
On 2nd and goal, Hurts. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Dallas Goedert, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead now up to 14. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Cooper is going to remain in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Again, he'll drop to throw. It's hauled in by Shepard. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, when you time those screen passes perfectly, they can work perfectly, but that time it took a little too long to develop.
And you zeroed in on exactly what makes that play go. Timing. Because if the timing's off at all, those unblocked defenders coming at the quarterback, they'll put him on the deck.
4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Ellie Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Fletcher Cox getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here's Jones. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And the Eagles are going to take over here near the 40. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Another run here with Sanders. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll run on first down. It's Sanders, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. On 2nd down, it's Sanders. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 81 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy that...
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. New York's offense back out there and set to go. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
that's all that's left, because victory, not a chance.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Giants. Kenny Galladay, 75 yards. And the Giants have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds. So unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Here's Sanders. The tackle made by Blake Martinez. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Another run with Sanders. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, a little insult to injury here late in the game. This to make it a 3-score game late. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it, and they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners here as we say so long from Philadelphia.